That's wild.
I mean, and that I think really comes into play here. He was saying he's played against teams like Tottenham and West Ham. He will know pressure, but
It's my first time here in Wimbledon. It's a great experience. I've been to several tournaments like this. I've been in Rome. I won the NITO ATP finals in Turin. And it's a different thing when you play live, with not as comfortable as you are in your couch. To win the finals here at Wimbledon, I mean, it's the biggest tournament of them all.
Wimbledon is amazing. It's incredible to be there, to be here. I'm lucky, yeah. My style is volley player. I do my best in Wimbledon to win. If I win, it's a very amazing, great to win here in Wimbledon.
We got France versus Romania going down next. We did get to catch up with Victor just yesterday, Els. He's one of the members of Nyland Clash. He was talking about the fact that, as Jolie mentioned earlier, you know, he picked it up during COVID just as a hobby, but got so addicted to it that he's amongst one of the top players in the world now.
I know. I loved your reference to arts and crafts because I don't think I even had a proper hobby in lockdown. No, it is such a fascinating thing to find something just when you're bored in COVID and then to be here a few years later at an elite level of the sport playing professionally.
I mean, it's serious, isn't it? And you know, Victor, he's an Apple engineer, so he's got it all going on with the tech. But as he was saying earlier, the new phones, a lot of adapting. What this really comes down to is who can adapt the quickest.
Yeah.
You know, we're seeing some of the best in the world right in front of our eyes, and it's now, well, let's see who can get the best grips with the new phone.
Who can perform under pressure? We got a seed 2 in Punky today.
And he did indeed, very recently, just last year, win a tournament at NITO as well. So he knows what it takes to win at the very highest level. Do you think that's something that could play a factor today?
100%, of course. Winning a tournament gives you the confidence, gives you that experience. But I do like an underdog, so I think anything could happen. I keep saying it, anything could happen today. And the speed of these matches as well, in the next few moments, who knows?
Well, we did get to hear a little bit of inside lore from Ares as well. He's done a lot within his life. He's an ex-professional footballer as well. That's wild.
I mean, and that I think really comes into play here. He was saying he's played against teams like Tottenham and West Ham. He will know pressure, but we were asking him about it yesterday, saying, you know, what's almost more pressurising? He said, I can't compare. But I think that's because, you know, he had his competitors in front of him. He seems very relaxed. We just saw him, you know, on screen give a little wink there. He feels like he's in the zone. Did I see some headphones in as well?
He's listening to some tunes whilst this goes on.
Eye of the Tiger, maybe. Rocky music.
What is the vibe here? I don't know. Somebody's got to ask him in the interview later. Oh, maybe it's just warm-up music. Okay, maybe he's not allowed the music whilst he's playing. But when we're talking about, you know, him coming as the lowest seed into this competition, do you think that's going to play into anything going down today?
I mean, on paper, we've got a seed 2 versus a seed 8, so that could mean something. But you know, I'm going to use my favourite phrase. I'm going to change it ever so slightly. You know what I mean? Like, we're coming here today. Underdogs could shine through.
Well, let's see if that's exactly how it's going to play out in our first matchup of Group B. Els and Jolie, take it away.
Let's go.
Well, Ares has got his glasses on now, so we're looking pretty serious. If I was playing this game, I would need my glasses.
Would you?
I've got terrible eyesight, Jolie.
I'm quite lucky. I've been given the good eyes, but I'm not sure that my fingers would allow me for this game. But we learned something new. I mean, I'm learning a lot of new things here. But a lot of them, Els and I, when we were standing outside, were saying our hands were rather clammy.
A little bit sweaty.
A little bit sweaty with the warmth. And a lot of them put flour or like gym chalk
talcum powder
on their hands to stop or to control their sweat. I found that so interesting.
It's so interesting, and it makes sense completely. It's, you know, gives you that grip on the screen. It makes sure your fingers aren't sweaty as well. Helps just with the overall gameplay, I think. And I mean, Punky has come in strong here, 6-1 so far. Maybe a few post-match nerves from us so far.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're live from a virtual centre court. We're where legends are made. So the pressure, you are going to feel that. You know, even though we're in a studio, they're not outside. You can still, we're living and breathing, you know, history where we are. So I'm sure there is immense nerves, pressure, very different to just being at home in a room. All the lights are on them. They can probably hear us chatterboxing away.
I know. If I'm sat playing a game and I know people are talking about me a few yards away, I am completely distracted. So I'm going to give them credit for that.
And, you know, we're seeing some drop shots here as we go. And with match point, I mean, this has got to be our quickest
Flying
game.
through this first set here. But Arez is
It's not giving up.
still getting those points back. Punky does only need to get one more point, though, to secure this set. And he has.
He's done it. Oh.
There we go. I like that little fist bump at the end. Good sportsmanship.
I'm loving it, but I do want to see, maybe as the competition goes on, we're obviously in our round robin. For anyone that's just joined in, no one's out yet. You know, even if you're losing your first game, you're not out. So maybe as we go into our semis, into our finals, people are being knocked out, there's much more on the line. We're going to see a bit more.
Yeah, I think the
rivalry.
tension is definitely going to increase as the competition goes on because the stakes are high. There's so much on offer, those final tickets for Wimbledon and to go to Hyde Park as well with American Express. Who doesn't want that? Like, I want a ticket for that.
Can we come? I mean, we were actually at Wimbledon. I was really fortunate enough. I came for the quarterfinals and I took my mum for her birthday. And she was, when I gave her the centre court tickets, she cried.
That was so lovely.
She cried and it was amazing. And then being back here when there's no one, it's, you know, just as special in a completely different way. It's incredible.
I think it's such a different experience coming here now, and you know, you get to reflect on everything so much more when you're here on the day of Wimbledon. It's so exciting. There's so many people, there's so many, you know, matches to see, but coming here today you really get to take a look around and properly absorb all of the history that we're witnessing.
And this is the oldest tennis tournament in the world. I mean, it was first held in 1877. It's over 145 years old. And this is only the second year of E-Champs. I mean, who knows? Maybe our kids will be standing here in 145 years talking about how we're in the 146th year of E-Champs.
I hope there would be our maybe grandkids or great-grandkids.
Yeah, maths wasn't always my forte.
But yes, I'm hoping to see many more of these types of competitions, and just so special to see a gaming competition here at Wimbledon, the Wimbledon E-Champs, as a gamer that's, you know, been doing this since I was about 8 years old and lives and breathes it. It just is such a special moment for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. And we are off to the start. Let's go. Let's see if Arez can get it back. We saw it in the first match. LFC did lose the first set, but he managed to come back and win the first game. So are we going to see that again? Time will tell.
I do like a tight game.
I do.
Yeah, it makes the drama. I was, in that first game, completely nervous towards the end because I just didn't know what was going to happen. And the skill that is on show today, I mean, it's truly admirable.
I mean, you and I were off comms, weren't we? But you could hear us going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I wanted to cheer out loud. It's so quiet in here. Maybe later on if you hear someone cheering,
It's us.
definitely me.
And what I love about the game as well, it's something, again, that's new to me, is all of like the real life sounds. You know, you feel so totally immersed.
It was in.
A bit of a dispute there about it being in or out. VAR.
So we've got a 4-1 lead at the moment from Victor, 5-1 now. And this is, of course, the second set. So if he takes this set, he does win the game and gets a hefty advantage in our round-robin tournament today.
For sure. And I mean, what I'm loving, when we're referring to Victor, this is Punky on screen, what I'm loving about it is he's so animated. You know, he's really, his hands are cheering, he's showing how delighted he is. And it's great to see, isn't it? You know, really bringing everything to life.
Ooh, nice.
There we
Nice
go.
game.
Nice shot. I love the sportsmanship of, you know, giving each other credit when they make a nice shot in the game.
I mean, legends are really being made, I guess, pixel by pixel, but they are being made.
Definitely. So we've got a 7-3, 8-3 lead now. So, you know, only a few more points possibly in this match. This is match and game point for Punky now. Can he do it? Not quite yet.
Arez isn't giving up easily.
Giving up. This would be a great comeback, Jolie, if Arez manages to come back and get this set.
I'm rooting for him.
And there we have it. We have our third winner of the day in Victor, aka Punky, who shakes the hand of Arez there. What a game! I think that was really promising from Arez as well.
Yeah, that was nice, and I don't think his confidence should be, you know, completely knocked. As we've been mentioning, it's a round robin. No, it's not over until it's quite literally over. So we go again. He'll have a chance to redeem himself. But look, he's looking happy. He's
very
looking
happy
smug.
with them. Yeah, a little bit smug, very happy with themselves. If I just won, I would also be smug.
As would I. And we have got the lovely Freya back joined with us.
That was quick. I thought the second game was quick. This was even quicker. Punky taking the first win of Group B. That does set him up quite nicely. If he wins just one more game, he's guaranteed to be going through to those semi-finals. Okay, so maybe there's some more order when we're looking at Group B. You know, Punky was the highest seeded coming in. He's, you know, giving a reason as to why he was seeded so highly coming into this.
Yeah, 100%. You could see the composure as well when he was playing. He looked very confident. The passion coming through as well. But of course, that skill level just was unquestionable there.
And they don't look nervous, do they? They come in, they're smiling, they're happy, they sit down, and even when they're playing, they lose a point, they admire that, you know, who they're playing against. It's all very tame. Do we think it's going to switch up as the day goes on? You guys will have more experience with me than me on that one.
I'm hoping for some more smack talk. I come from a game called Counter-Strike, and there's a lot of smack talk that goes down there. So I'm hoping for a little bit of rivalry. I kind of think maybe when we get some of those players that are in that same kind of club together, we might get a little bit more smack talk. But either way, we are going to check in with Levin to hear from both our competitors from that first game of Group B.
Thank you very much, Freya. I got the winner of our first game next to me here. Punky, talk to me. How did that first game go for you? What went so well?
I was very nervous, like considering what the other matches, what was the outcome on the other matches. I was very nervous going into it. Ares played very well, congratulations, but yeah, I got lucky at some points. That's it. Looking forward for the next two matches of the group.
Do you feel like the strategy you came into this one with was effective? Do you feel like you'll keep playing a very serve and volley style?
Yeah, I had to play that way against him because he's a serve volley player, and it would be hard to beat him with a baseliner approach. So I had to play the same style actually.
Good adaptations. Good adaptations. Keep it
Thank
up.
you.
Ares, it's a pleasure to be with you. Not the start you wanted, of course. Not the start you wanted. What do you think didn't quite go your way this time around?
It's hard to play against Victor. He's a good player and volley player too. So I do my best, but I lose. But it's a friend, so no problem. It's a game.
Good sportsmanship. What does it mean to you to be here at Wimbledon competing in this tournament?
It's amazing. It's very nice. It's incredible. The organization is amazing.
Well, you still got many more games to play, mate, so I'll let you get some practice in and get a bit of rest. Thank you very much. We'll get back to Freya.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that insight, Levin. Yeah, we got to hear a bit more technical terms from Punky coming out there, just how you adapt to a play. Having your tournament life potentially in somebody else's hands, I can't imagine what it's like to be in that situation.
No, not at all. It's going to be a very intense one, but I think he's getting more and more ready for it as the games go on. I'm excited for this next matchup now.
Yeah, these are two of, I'd say, the bigger personalities within the scene. Definitely when we were talking to some of the players yesterday, Ares versus Fuzi. Obviously, both part of the same club. We're talking about Nylon Clash, where they have weekly tournaments going down versus one another. Kind of goes to what NYC's Finest was just saying, right? It's the opportunity to actually meet these people in real life. Sure, there's a lot of tournaments going on online. Totally different ballgame when you're actually playing these people in person.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things we learned about talking to a lot of these Tennis Cash players is a lot of them do talk online, right? So it's not even just like playing them online. They talk online, they're in calls with each other and whatnot. But then actually being able to meet these people and get to know them on a personal level is great. These two that we're about to watch are very familiar with each other, and I think it'll be a fun matchup.
Let's get this game underway. It's one of the crowd favourites, Fozzy, taking on Ares, one of the older players in the competition, but age is just a number there. Age is certainly just a number. He's hoping to put the numbers on the board as we do get into his second game here at the Wimbledon E-Champs. Is there a favourite in your mind coming into this?
I think it has to be Fozzy just after how we saw him perform in that first game, but it will be a tough task for Ares to come back, a bounce-back opportunity. I think we know what we're going to see in terms of the play style between both of these players. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of volley play, as Punky rightfully highlighted. Both of these players went for this style in their first matchups of this group. And so I think we'll see that all throughout these games here.
Both players are not afraid to get close to the net as well. This is some fast tennis going down.
It's the winning strategy. That's how Punky sort of put it, right? It's the winning strategy right now. But who will be able to execute that strategy better?
Second serve.
Out.
3, 4.
Now we talk about your kind of tournament life being in the hands of somebody else. If Fozzy wins, both him and Punky, just confirmed from production, will be going through to the semi-finals. But it's all tied up with Ares just about taking the lead now.
Absolutely. And look, Ares can definitely do it. He was up against a strong competitor in Punky in that first game, and so I know he'll be desperate to prove himself, desperate to make the comeback happen.
6.
But we know Fozzy's got that swagger. He's got that confidence, that charisma about him. That might be enough to carry him through.
He's got that fearlessness, man. But the Bast managed to take it through. He still got his headphones on as well. Doesn't want to hear us.
He still doesn't want to hear us talking.
Honestly, it worked earlier. Why change it? It's already worked. 2 points now from taking the first set.
And just like that, match point for Fozzy. Will he be able to take this first set? Not quite. Ares staying in this one. It's a close match. But can he get it to Deuce? It's been a while since we've seen Deuce. We might get to see it here.
2 mistakes made from Fozzy there.
But we won't see a third made in a row.
Absolutely not. Closing it out when he needs to. First set done in the Fozzy, and now just 1 set away from guaranteeing not only himself, but also Punky a spot in the semis.
And I think we're seeing a difference here in Fozzy's demeanor. Much more locked in. Doesn't look as casual maybe as he did before.
The posture's up, you know, the back of the chair. It's not at such an angle anymore. We're talking, you know, maybe 100 degrees, maybe 110 degrees rather than the full JDM lounge, you know what I mean?
What do you know what was interesting about before this matchup? I actually overheard them talking, and Fozzy actually asked for this chair. The chair he's sitting in now was the chair he was in before. And he specifically said, hey, Ares, bro, can we switch chairs?
A lucky chair. A lucky chair.
But if I'm Ares, I'm saying no. Sorry, bro.
Really?
Nah, man. I want any advantage I can get. If I know my opponent wants that chair, I'm not giving him the chair.
Even if you don't want the chair yourself, you're sticking with the chair.
I hated the chair and it made me feel worse, I don't want my opponent having the chair.
You embody toxicity, man.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
No, Ares is a gentleman. He's a gentleman.
He is.
And he's got that kind of more forwards posture as well. Like we were talking about the difference between some players, you know, like to hold the phone rather closer to their bodies. Some are more than happy to put it down on the table, be placing flat. Bit more, I guess, mobility in terms of your finger movements as well. Don't have to worry about the grip. We all know about RSI, guys. You can't be risking that.
Can't be risking it. Look, if I'm Ares, as much as that first set didn't go my way, I'd still be feeling confident. He played some great tennis there. And I think we saw from Fozzy is prone to maybe making a mistake or two. And so if you can force some more mistakes out of him.
Do you think the best way to counter that aggressive, like forwards play style where you're not afraid to get close to the net, is it to do the exact same back? Is that how you try to counter that aggression?
Well, that's what's been working for Punky and for Fozzy. I'm interested to see if maybe we could see a couple more lobs coming through. We're seeing sort of just like straight volleys to volleys, right? Not much lobs or anything to try counter it and move your opponent back up the court.
I'd be very curious to know after this matchup, because we'll have an interview, of course, courtesy of either Els or Jolie. I'd be curious to know just about the character selection, because we've seen Fozzy. He's had some misclicks. We've had to restart a couple of sets. That's fine. That's totally fine. But I'd be interested to know the strategy kind of behind that, because as we said earlier on in the day, you can't play the same character twice within the same game. So when we move on to that second set, you can't play the same character as you did in set number 1. There's also the strings to be considering as well. There's 5 different types of string presets that you can be working with. But obviously it's all about how you execute that within the game, which is getting underway right now.
Love.
Good game coming out from Fozzy there. Will it be a good game for him is the question. Decision, volley,
1.
and a point on the board. Oh, brilliant passing shot there. Ares tried to get much closer to the net, didn't quite work for him. A big volley though, that will pick him up a point. You know what, I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Fozzy, some of these passing shots, just to deal with that aggression at the net from Ares. And again, he picks up another winner with it. And it doesn't seem like Ares has a response. Oh, I say it doesn't seem like he has a response, and then he responds quite well.
Immediately. Damn, that was savage.
Love to see it. Love seeing these players try and build some momentum.
Net. 4.
Don't love the mistakes. A couple of those from Fozzy so far where he's hit the net in this matchup.
5. 4.
Big winner there. Fozzy needed that to keep things level. Oh, and a miss on the drop shot there. That will benefit our boy Fozzy. Ares wed that so well, and he was in the right position to capitalize. Oh,
6.
almost an excellent return, but just hits the net. He can't stop that one. Match point now for Fozzy, a chance for him to secure himself a spot in the semi-final. Ares won't let it come to him easy.
Could be all tied up.
Chance now to do it. Will Fozzy make it happen? No.
He will not. We go to deuce. Once again, it's a bit more traditional tennis rules. You've got to win by 2 clear points, where Fozzy, now he's able to get a point on the ball, but can he get a second consecutively?
Back at match point. Ares, though, continuing to fight, not letting up, not giving up on his hopes of making it through to the semis. And he'll pick up
You
the
can see
advantage
Fozzy
now.
is not happy about that one either, that reaction.
This is huge right now. Ares never stopped fighting, never gave up. Even when it looked like Fozzy had it in the bag, he made the comeback happen. And that will be a set drop from Fozzy. Split sets now, and Ares has a chance to stay fighting for a semi-final place.
Talk about resilience coming out from Ares. We were talking about it, right? Like Fozzy's had that advantage in both sets, able to capitalize on that first set, but not the story when we're coming into the second. And there was a couple of like uncharacteristic misses, which Ares, full credit to him, took full advantage of that. Do you think that, I mean, this has been one of the tighter games that we've seen, right? I'm really happy that we get a third set to decide whether it's not only Fozzy, rather, that will be going through to the semis if he wins this. It will also be Punky. So Ares could have the opportunity to deny both of them a spot there.
I mean, it's going to be tough. But if Ares can keep playing how he's playing towards the end of that second set, I mean, it's definitely possible. Talk about the mental fortitude to keep fighting, keep pushing. He obviously lost against Punky earlier. He was losing against Fozzy, and he said, nah. Enough of this losing stuff. That's not what I'm about. Starts picking up some big points, some tough rallies, and ultimately he is forced a third set. One that he'll be looking at as incredibly winnable.
100%. He just came back, rather, from a deficit situation, and he did so very convincingly, using some of that like skill and experience from his old sportsman days, right? We were talking about him. He used to play football professionally for, I think he said, 8 years as a midfielder. He knows what it is to be under pressure, and he's not letting it affect him.
He knows how to compete. And look, I can say this now because Fozzy put the headphones on and he can't hear us, but is he maybe getting a bit rattled? Is that something to look out for? Look, he can't hear me right now, so I feel safe saying it, but maybe Maybe he's lost his head a little bit.
Maybe. I mean, it wasn't typical. It wasn't atypical of his playstyle to see a couple of those moments, you know, getting a little bit flustered. We saw immediately, as soon as they finished that set, he was wiping the back of his phone, you know, maybe he's got a bit of that chalk out. But either way, we are into this third set.
And this is going to be a huge third set. This really will determine a lot of how the rest of this tournament goes between these two players. Lots of volleys back and forth, but it'll be Ares who wins it that time. And again, he's really found the comfort in playing this volley style. And I mean, Fozzy just doesn't have a response for it here early on.
I love that we get to see the cams as well of both the reactions, because you can see from Fozzy much more emotive when things don't go his way, whereas for Ares, much more locked in.
Absolutely. Ares, he's a smooth operator, that guy. First conversation I had with him, I'm like, yeah, this guy's smooth dude. And he's going to need to keep that up. Fozzy gets a point back in it, so we're level.
4-3.
Ooh. Tough one to win. But Fozzy will do it. And the drop shot not quite landing, so that'll be a 3-point to Fozzy. And again, when he goes back to just playing for those volleys, it works out for Ares. And you'll see him go for it again. Fozzy with an unforced error.
It really seems to be his bread and butter. Oh.
That's the way to deal with it if you're Fozzy.
Taking out some of that anger we can see maybe building up, putting it out on the court with a really powerful shot. But maybe slightly too much power in that one.
8-6.
This is going to be a big couple of points.
8-7.
Right now, Fozzy fighting to keep his spot secured. If he wins this, he obviously goes through to the semi-finals with Punky. But if not, he'll have to play against Punky to try and get a spot while Ares fights up against NYC's finest. And so if he wants to keep things in his hands, he needs to make it happen now. And back to deuce.
Again. Oh, you could cut the tension with a knife, and you can see Fozzy is so disappointed to let that one go away.
Advantage now for Ares. Can he make it happen? No, error there. We'll send it back to deuce. This is huge right now. And you can't be messing up your serves now, Fozzy. You've got to be hitting them. And a big volley there. That's exactly what he needed. Ares, can he respond once again? Big volley, and that will do it for Fozzy. A tough matchup. You can see just how much it means to him. A massive win. Congratulations from his opponent. And that will secure him a spot in the semi-finals alongside Punky from Group B.
Big sigh of relief from Fozzy to be closing that one out, considering he closed out, you know, the first set in a much more clean fashion. But credit where credit is due. Ares, although he won't be going through to the semi-finals, he really made Fozzy work for that one else. That was one of the most exciting matchups that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I've been watching off the side of screen, and what a match from Ares. I mean, that's got to boost his confidence. I know, obviously, he can't progress in the competition now, but that's got against Fozzy as well. What a game.
That was so impressive on so many different fronts, to where if I'm Ares, I'm like, I wish I was in Group A. He could have snuck out of Group A. He just had two really top competitors in this group, but he made Fozzy really start to sweat there. We were bigging up Fozzy for being cool, calm, collected. He was feeling the pressure at the end there.
Feeling the pressure. You could tell from the body language. He was fully reclined at one point. But I loved it. I really love seeing the passion and the difference between his body language at the end of that game compared to the first game. completely different. But he still got the win, so.
Well, let's hear exactly how he is feeling netting that win, courtesy of Jolie on the sideline.
How are you feeling? I mean, you had all of us on the edge of our seats. You are through.
Yeah, I can't quite believe it myself. I thought I lost, but I just tried to hang in there and came through.
And you too seem very emotional as well. I mean, you were so emotive. We could see you, doing this and getting so frustrated with yourself. You can see just how much it means to you. Do you think this tournament specifically, being British, being in Wimbledon, means more to you than anything else?
Absolutely. It's an honor to be here, and I've watched Wimbledon every year on TV or on my iPad, so I've been telling the Tennis Clash organisers for years now, get Wimbledon, so yeah, it means a lot.
Please don't cry, because you will set me off. You will. So I'm gonna move over. Now, what a tournament. Unfortunately, you don't... Ooh, my mic's about to go out of my hand. You don't progress through. But how are you feeling? You must be very proud of yourself. You gave him a very good fight.
We are in the same team, Will and me, so it's a pleasure to play against him. It's a top player, so he played against me in volley, and it's hard to beat him. But Richard, I win. He win. Sorry.
And will you be back? That's what we want to know. Are you going to be back? Have you got more to give, more to fight for here at Wimbledon?
Yeah, because you have a great organization, very nice. It's great to be here.
And as you mentioned, obviously, your teammates, and I know you're just off the back of a loss, but do you feel very proud?
Yeah, of course. Very.
Amazing. Well,
Amazing, yeah.
Thank you both very much. We're going to see lots more of you, and we're going to head back to Freya and the gang in the studio.
Thank you so much, as always, Jolie. Yes, Aris really made Fozzy fight for this one. I'm loving just some of the raw emotions that we're getting to see out of the players. Fozzy, not afraid to show them on the cams and also tell them to Jolie straight up, right? We know that he's one of the few people that were born in the UK, obviously returning back. Now he lives in Austin, Texas. And the fact that you get to compete somewhere as prestigious as Wimbledon and you get to go through to the playoffs. I feel like this matchup was playoffs worthy, right? I feel like this was one of the semi-finals that kind of got stolen away from us. Shout out to Ares. I'm hoping it's true that he's going to be back and going to be fighting more.
Absolutely. Look, he's still got another game to play, and so I'm sure he'll be looking to try finally get that win. He deserves it. He's fought very hard so far.
Yeah, if that match is anything to go by, he deserves that win for sure. I could see visible sweat rolling down Fozzy's forehead there, and I love it. The passion. Give me more of it.
That's what you need.
It's exactly what we want to be seeing. I also want to be seeing exactly how the groups are laying out after this second round of matches. As we were talking about, for Punky, the fate was kind of out of his hands. It did depend on whether Fozzy was going to win in this matchup versus... This is the last matchup of our round-robin format Group B. Unfortunately, neither of these two players will be going through to the semi-finals, but one of them could finish third, and one of them sadly will finish bottom of Group B. That is NYC's Finest versus Aries. Do we have a particular favourite coming into this one?
No, I do, only because I spoke to Aries more. And
he was very chatty.
He was super chatty, and do you know what? I saw him after the last game, giving you guys the real BTS here, but I saw him go outside, onto the gorgeous balcony, if you could call it the terrace, on FaceTime to what I can only assume is his wife.
Aww.
And he just looked so happy and really proud of himself. And look, I'm going to set you off soon. But it was absolutely lovely. Now the match is going to start, but let's see. Whoever wins, they've both done themselves very proud.
Guys, final matchup of the round-robin side of the equation. Take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, Freya. I'm excited for this one. We have two competitors who will feel hard done by the group they were put in. Group B was such a tough ask to get out of. You mentioned Aries, or as being someone who you thought could win this matchup, and I'd probably have to agree with you after the challenge he gave to Fozzy last time around, Jolie. I mean, a lot of people I think watching this will be expecting him to potentially get the dub here and finish in third place, but NYC's Finest will also be looking to try prove people wrong, right? Again, he had to play against two of the best players in the world in the history of the game, in Punky and in Fozzy. And hopefully now he can show a bit more of what he's capable of.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's see. It's for sure, even though neither are going to, continue on, it's still a very interesting match to see. And look, they're already proving 3-all. This is not going to be a whitewash. It's not going to be a clear winner. And that's what we found here.
That.
I was going to say,
like that.
we have had literally from the get-go, the first game today, I was on the edge of my seat. I couldn't quite believe it. And every match, you know, some have been over quicker than others, but they've all been so, you know, gripping. I've been on the edge of my seat, and it's been so interesting, as I've said. And you know, when we were discussing this yesterday, I'm so new to the gaming world. It is so much fun. I mean, you're obviously an icon.
Mr. Gamer.
You're an icon, a legend in this. But for me, seeing just how interesting it can be, it's incredible.
Charlie, you keep getting emotional with everybody right now. I feel like you're, you know, let's save the tears for the end of the day when we're lifting the award, the winner's award. Let's look at how this match is playing out. Still very, very close.
Well, do you want some more trivia for you? Talking of
Okay, yeah.
talking of awards, now I'm filled with my Wimbledon knowledge.
Yep.
Wimbledon is the only, you know, Grand Slam place where, although today they're going to be taking home an award, and in Wimbledon they take home the trophy, but they don't actually get to take home whoever wins. So Sinner did not get to take home the real trophy. He gets to take home the replica.
Oh.
And that here's going to be a little bit different. They're going to get to take home their award.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a little bit more Wimbledon knowledge.
That's nice.
And it is set point here already.
Big, 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 big. Ares trying his best now to pick up that one, and he will do it. A well-deserved set from Ares. He's been such a strong competitor all throughout the day.
Yeah. That was a GG, new terminology I'm learning in the gaming world.
Yeah, that's a big one. You got to know that if you're in gaming. GG, good game. Very good game. From both as well. NYC's finest was pushing till the end there. But in the end, it was Ares that picked it up. And he'll be looking to do that one more time now. And potentially for the last time here at the Wimbledon E-Champs. How would you be feeling going into your final matchup, Jolie? Would you be a bit sad?
Do you know what?
A bit emotional?
I was just actually thinking about this. You can see I'm in deep thought. Just wondering about what it's like. You know, when I would play games, and I've played this endlessly on my phone, I get so frustrated. And I'm someone, I would say, with quite good patience, but with these games, literally the slight movement and the game's ruined. Honestly, they have such good patience. I mean, I watched you play at breakfast this morning. I thought you were going to throw your phone out of the window.
I almost did.
I'm not sure you could.
Well, you know, that's a great point, because these guys are having, in a very professional environment, right? This end of the session has to end with them completing these matches. For me, my Tennis Clash sessions usually end with me just chucking my phone across the room.
Swiping
you know?
the phone off, and
I'm done.
They can't do that.
1.
Ares takes that first point. But NYC's, like always, like all of these players, to be honest, it's not giving it up.
He's going to have to do it one more time. He's started to find his momentum towards the back end of this tournament.
Got some different characters as well.
Of course, you've been seeing players switching up every game, of course. Within matches, you're not allowed to use the same character twice, so finding and understanding which characters you want to use has been crucial. A lot of players copying each other as well, which makes sense, right? Following what the other best players are doing.
It's very strategic, I should say,
Of
sorry.
course.
Nice little backhand there.
Ooh, big critical shot there.
And obviously serves in Wimbledon, can be around 114 miles an hour. And the game does a great way of, completely replicating that. It goes so quickly on our screens, just like it does in real life.
That was a quick one right there. Ares picks on that.
Serve something at 140 miles an hour?
Not if you gave me
1,000 balls.
1,000 tries. Like, it would not happen. Maybe give me 1,000 days of practice and I'd still be nowhere near. But at least I'd do better than my first attempt.
Now, let me ask a question. Just before we saw on screen it said, well played, and then your opponent said thanks.
Yeah.
Are they doing that themselves?
Yeah,
They're on their
yeah.
own,
So you see like the little white chat button in the middle of the screen?
Yes.
So they can like select little, pre-made chats before.
And I love that they're, even during the game, and I keep going on about it, but it's just so nice to see. What I also found really interesting learning about this game is,
Great rally.
Who's going to blink first? There we go.
Excellent lob there from NYC finest. He might pick up one of his first sets of the tournament here.
you know, they're not only thinking about where they're moving their player, where they're, you know, hitting the ball, but they're also watching their opponents, you know, battering their bars, seeing how their energy is to see if they need to adapt their play. So a lot of things they're having to focus on. It is not just as easy as where they're going to put the ball, is it, Levin?
It's not. It's not that easy. But NYC's Finest has been placing the ball very well. Ares will respond, but he is on the match point. Second match point now for NYC's Finest. A chance to pick up his first set of the tournament, and he will. Big win here on the stage for NYC's Finest. And it might be coming a bit too late for him, but I'm sure he'll still be happy to get the dub here at Wimbledon on the stage. He can hold on to that forever. He's picked up a set, but can he pick up the final one and win the whole game?
And I'm going to give you a spoiler. We're going to find out in a second.
We are going to find out in a second. We absolutely will. Who you got then?
I'm going for...
Who's going to get the winner, the decider?
I'm going for Ares. I said him from the beginning, and I'm going for him now. What about you?
Ares won your heart over.
He did.
He did.
He did with the phone call home. Now, obviously, Wimbledon has some more knowledge for you. Wimbledon has a very strict dress code, all white. And, you know, even legends like Roger, I'm mixing my words up here, have been warned about this. But today we've got a little bit of a different dress code there, obviously, and they're gorgeous purple and green. We're bringing the digital world, the e-world to Wimbledon, aren't we?
For sure. It's interesting because, you know, obviously last year the top spin players had their, you know, sort of uniforms. I'm interested to see what those ones look like compared to, you know, this year's. But I'm liking the colours. I'm liking the uniforms for these players.
It looks smart. Hopefully we get one of those T-shirts before we go.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. Final game here. Last chance to play here at Wimbledon for both these players. And you got to relish it. I think if it was me, I'd take this moment to just soak it in.
You're going for the risk shots? You want to go out with a bang?
I'm going out with as big of a bang as I can.
You're attempting all those aces.
Everything.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it all out on the court in my final chance to play. What an honour, what a special moment. These players have highlighted it so much.
Now, I just want to talk about what just happened there with Ares. He's got his, you know, his flour, his powder, his chalk, then he's just put his fingers in that. For any of my non-gamers out there watching, I'm with you. I'm learning with it about it as well. So what they've just done, I found this so interesting, so technical. They just pop a little bit of flour on their fingers to stop, to be able to control.
Make sure the hands aren't too sweaty.
Yeah.
You might need some of that.
Honestly, thanks a lot for that one. Now we are straight into it.
And a quick start here from NYC's Finest, picking up 2 points. A chance to win his first game here at Wimbledon, 3-0. His demeanour has been quite cool, calm and collected. Silent assassin, some would say. But it's up to Ares to try and stop him from finding success. Both of these players now looking to pick up their first wins here at Wimbledon. Their final opportunity to do so.
You know, Wimbledon is draped in tradition, but, you know, E-Champs is fueled by competition, right? So even though they're both out, there is so much to fight for. There is pride, you know, obviously seeding for next competitions, tournaments. There's a lot on the line.
Yeah. You want to just be able to look back at this moment, you know, in a couple of years' time and be able to tell people, look, I won a game at Wimbledon. I gave it my all. I competed like so many of the legends of the game here at Wimbledon. That's what it's all about. These next couple points will decide that.
7-3.
You know, what I really admire is both players are still really digging in and giving that stamina, that patience, that precision, that, you know, it's not just, oh, okay, you know, we're out. They're going for it.
Yeah, they're playing well. Great tennis being played.
I feel like NYC's really found his rhythm as well.
He has. This is the best we've seen him play all tournament.
Yeah.
Really leaving it all out there.
7-6.
Let's see if Ares can hold his nerve, his serve, and get there.
We'll see if he can. Serve and volley.
There you go.
NYC's Finest on match point now. A chance to close things out. And a big lob there, and that's going to be in. What a shot from NYC's Finest to close things out and win his final match here at Wimbledon.
Oh, and we see
Good
that.
game, good sportsmanship,
It's gorgeous.
a lovely affair.
We did it.
We did it, we just hear them say, and it's lovely.
That's what it's all about.
It's what it's all about, isn't it? And Freya is back to join us. What did you make of that match?
That was a wonderful game to be the final of our round robin format. Of course, it's heartbreaking that neither of these two will be moving through to the semi-finals, but we got to hear it. You picked up on that point, Joel, the fact they said, we did it. You know, we made it to this very point. It's about coming together, and I think that's honestly been my biggest takeaway from this stage of the competition. Is just the unity that we've seen. Sure, they're rivals when we get into the game, but the fact that they're just so connected when we look outside the server as well. Like, this is awesome.
But you also, I feel like in all sports, you can find that the most in tennis. You know, if we saw that the legendary four were reunited not that long ago, and we saw that in real life, it seems to be quite a pattern within tennis, especially, you know, we're at the height of it here in Wimbledon. Do you find that in other games, both of you?
For sure. I mean, I think greatness sort of groups together and finds each other, so.
Is that what we've done here?
Well, it breaks my heart to say this is the final time that we will be hearing from these wonderful two gentlemen. They're down on the sideline for the Hells.
Well, commiserations, but also it's a happy time because we are here at Wimbledon. We've had a great day of matches. How are you feeling coming off the back of those 3 matches?
Oh, obviously, that was my final match of the day. It feels good to get a W here.
Definitely feels good to get a W because you can go back and say you won a game at Wimbledon. How incredible is that?
It feels great.
Feels great. And Arez, how was it being on that stage today, getting to play a game that you love against some of your friends as well?
So Hank is a friend, so when we play, it's for fun, for win too. But it's for fun. He's a good player, a top player too. I'm very proud of him, and I appreciate his game. Very good.
I love that. And obviously we have 4 incredible players moving forward into our semi-finals. Out of the 4 that we have left, I'm going to press you for one person. Who are you looking out for the most?
So I think since we're all playing volley style for this tournament, I think Punky might have the best chance for this moment. Obviously, he's on the number 1 seed, came out of this prelims, so I think he has the best chance to win it.
Yeah, he's looking really confident as well. What about you, Arez? Same with Punky, or maybe someone from your own clash as well?
Punky is very strong too. Yes, he's strong. I don't know. Maybe Fuzzy too. It's good. So it depends.
We'll see what happens. We keep saying anything could happen. So we've still got 4 people left in the competition. We're moving on to the semi-finals. Let's go back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, Els. Yeah, Fozzy and Punky seem to be amongst some of the favourites there, Levin. Does that surprise you?
No surprises. When you look at how they played, they were phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm so excited to see what they do in the semis. But can I just say for 1 second,
You go for it.
the fact that these two were the bottom 2 in this group, the fact that Arez was 4th in this group, lets you know how tough this competition is. This is not a 4th place, bottom of the group player. Not at all.
No, and we've been watching so many tournaments in the lead up to this, haven't we? And he's been so good. You've hit the nail on the head with that. I mean, it's a great point. It just shows, you know, Wimbledon by heart, Wimbledon by nature. We are here bringing. It's the top.
It's tough out here.
Yes.
Well, let's check in with the group standings to see exactly how things are wrapped up after the round robin.